Oh yeah, that's right. The last update had some really horrifying things to look at.
Crying like a kid won't make them treat you like
Great. Anyway, welcome back to Ultra Despair Girls. We're being a very sad girl right now. We're not... Well, I guess we are despairing. In a
Those
way.
girls are in some ultra despair, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, when you see dead bodies being marionetted around and a kid totally did it. Totally did it, right? Yeah, I'd be kind of messed up after that, to be honest.
Oh, that's not what I mean. I'm not like you. I'm just a normal high school student who can't do anything, you know?
You said it, not me. I mean,
That's about the 5th time she's mentioned that. We're getting into the repetitive side of Danganronpa now.
you're saying Danganronpa's repetitive?
I'm saying Danganronpa is repetitive. In fact, it repeats itself over and over again.
It can't be repetitive, can it? To think that Danganronpa is repetitive.
I'm with you too.
Oh my god, you just made a reference and I can't think of it. Oh my god, what is it? It's on the tip of my tongue.
I guess I have to do it with you.
There's no way that can be right,
So just a
can
little more.
it?
Just fight a little bit more.
Are you serious? You forgot over 9,000 already?
Yeah, I did. I'm not as much of a memer as you are, even though I love
You've
memes.
already relied on me. Isn't it a bit late?
I'm a meme historian.
You're right.
You are the one that showed me steamed hams.
If you have to
I'm the one who
apologize,
lives,
might as well-
breathes, and eats steamed hams. Mmm.
Are you saying you might have a love for steamed hams? Yes!
I already told you.
Yes.
Don't apologize.
It's a regional dialect.
No, it's not. Thank you.
Well, now there's some new,
Why are you being so honest?
some new golden brown crispy memes that are going around.
So come on, enough with that grossness and
That's the
let's
thing.
hurry up and
The
get
good memes are the
inside.
ones that stay around forever, like, steamed hams and over 9,000, stuff like that. The pillars that stand the test of time. And the really bad ones are the ones that just show up and go away. Like, anyone remember Damn Daniel?
No.
Damn Daniel! Nobody remembers that? Really? It was everywhere, like, 3 years ago. Now it's just
Really?
gone! It's gone! It's just, it came and it went!
Let's hurry
'Cause it wasn't
Oh.
funny. But over 9,000 and steamed hams, that's funny. That's hilarious.
Well, I'm just surprised at the amount of, intellect that has collectively come from the internet to show off that steamed hams has potential for anything.
Yes.
That's what's been the crazy one, and that's why I think it's going to last a long time.
Because it was funny to begin with.
Like this, I might as well put Numa Numa Dance in the background for this one, because it makes about as much sense.
Monokuma, yay! Monokuma, kuma, yay!
See, it works! Like, all the Monokuma kids in the city, they're just memeing right now.
Yeah, that song is called, what was it called? Danganronpa Day or whatever?
Too many of them. It's too dangerous to go that way.
Written, performed, and
What should we
directed
do?
by Monokuma.
Don't ask me. I'm not your personal GPS.
Gary Kuman.
You're just so reliable, I thought I'd ask.
Yeah, we got a fat kid singing that song, so of course the guy doing it is Hifumi.
It's true that my brain hates that period.
I think Hifumi would meme all over the place.
Let's see.
All over everyone, especially when they weren't
Now,
looking.
have to find another exit.
I just thought of the Mono Mono meme.
Are you sure you're okay with
I'm sure that exists. Now that I'm thinking about it.
What do you mean?
The
You're
Carmel and
right,
Danson
aren't you?
probably has Monokuma in it at some point.
I'm kind of glad that Caramel Dancing died out a bit, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you trying to be
But in
insensitive?
some
To show
distant
me how
realms of
you
the
were
internet,
living
it
your
still
care.
exists.
It's like, I think Caramel Dancing is actually Dutch for circa 2006.
True mentor.
You couldn't go 5 steps within the internet space without seeing the goddamn Carmel and Danson.
Yeah, whenever I see it, it just makes me I just don't feel so well whenever I see the caramel dance. I just go, ooh, 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 ah. That was a stretch.
Oh my god, a new truth bullet. Finally.
It's tutorial time.
Yes, tutorial time. Let me explain knockback real quick, and then we'll get back to talking about memes, because that's about as interesting as this episode gets.
Knock back the dank memes.
Yep, knock back those dank memes. Let's get some Mountain Dew and Doritos up in this bitch. Let's 360 no-scope some people.
Pew, pew, pew.
Knockback is literally that. You knock back enemies, it does no damage. But the most important thing is when you get shield Monokumas, it gets rid of their shield, which turns them into regular Monokumas, essentially.
Oh, I thought when you, knock on somebody's door, they,
Knock back.
Yeah.
I will...
See, he thought it was funny.
Yeah, but you're appealing to a child. Children think everything is funny.
Precisely!
This looks pretty useful.
That's how we win! That's how we defeat the child menace!
Foundation, right? So why are the kids giving me
And
bullets?
now we know.
Actually, if you want to defeat the child menace, all you gotta do is just wait about 18 years, and then it'll go away, no problem.
Kids in the group who want to support us.
One extra thing about knockback. It works on every single strand of Monokuma.
Right now.
Just wanted to throw that out there because there are certain Monokuma that are extremely dangerous and can kill you really easily. Knockback will work. Oh, we do have limited ammo, though, which sucks.
Well, I'm gonna knock you back. Oh, Mono said knock you back. Oh.
Oh my god, what year are you pushing now?
1995. Or 92, actually.
92. Man, I was a 1-year-old.
You use Genocide Jack a lot more than I do.
It's free mode.
By that I mean at all.
I mean, let's just say I'm not the best third-person shooter player out there, unless it's Resident Evil 4. And I don't want to spend time being tutorialized. Thank you very much. I mean, you saw what they did there. They gave you a brand new bullet, told you how to use it with extensive detail, gave you a bunch of targets, and I say, no, fuck that. I'm just going to do it my own way.
This is just
You're filled with too much despair. You've put the game in despair because you didn't listen to its stupid tutorial.
And now it's just going to shut off and blow up my Vita TV.
going. Is it really going to be okay?
I like fighting with Danganronpa because it feels like it's fighting with you.
Probably gonna be fine.
It does sometimes.
Oh, you suck.
There were actually certain moments during Let's Play of Danganronpa 1 and 2
Sure, you're just laughing
where
in your head, thinking
I
it
would
was
get
some
a sick
special
burn
power.
from one of the characters and I'd call them an asshole.
I'm not laughing
That's my version of fighting. I don't know about you.
places
I
either.
think they're all assholes, aren't they, in their own way?
Oh, pretty much, yeah. I think it was mainly Fuyuhiko in 2 where he said something to me. I was like, wow, you dickhead. And then we had a laugh because we were soul brothers.
Other people suffering?
Yeah, we're soul brothers because you're a
Suffering
dick.
You're a dickhead.
First meal, huh?
Oh, I think that's how I meet most of my friends nowadays, is if we are...
I fucking hate you. You make fun of me. You make me feel bad. You always make me cry. We're best friends to the end.
Let's hit the bar, man. Yeah, let's go somewhere.
yeah.
Let's watch football on the weekends, basketball during the winter.
Yeah, I could hang out with these pretty ladies who, are nice and smell good and treat me good and all that, but, nah, I'll hang out with you, soul brother. Yeah.
Fuck it, you're a dickhead, I'm a jerk off. Let's go play some games.
Let's go jerk off my dickhead.
Airheaded.
Wait, what?
What?
Hi, baby.
Stabs her.
Stab, 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 stab. Why would you do that?
What was that? Sorry. I tried to scare you, but then your reaction scared me.
Oh, you dunderhead.
Huh? You really are an idiot. I was just trying to ease the
This is
tension
what
a
friends
little.
do.
Well, now we're even more tense.
Well,
Yeah.
now I'm more afraid of your stupidity than the dark.
Ouch.
Oh, sorry.
Absolutely savage, Toko.
I really miss the Japanese dub, dude. Can you do one episode in the Japanese dub just for me? Just
Yeah.
for me,
Y-
please?
You know what? I just edited the episode where you asked for that.
Satire?
And I'm going to give you the exact same response I gave you in that one. I'm going to get a slip of paper. I'm going to write down, put Japanese dub on end credits. That's all you get. I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for the audience.
Right.
The audience is loving it, right?
Yeah, are they?
Right? Don't walk away from me.
But Nihongo!
Oh, Jesus.
The Nihongo, Aniki!
You know, I actually got one of the funniest backhanded comments I've ever gotten when I introduced these Let's Plays. Somebody said, "Wow, there's a lot of weebs in here, and that's okay." You know what I kind of want in, like, a bizarro universe? Yes, a bizarro universe.
Sorry.
What's that?
I want to see Genocide Jill in the next No More Heroes.
It could work.
Oh, yeah.
Just imagine that robot voice. Genocide Jill.
Are you a cute boy? I'll slice you up. That would be so cool. Except No More Heroes isn't like that anymore. It's not all about that life. Now it's just like indie fodder.
Because Suda51 is an indie man now.
Which kind of makes me sad, because I really like No More Heroes 1 and 2. 1 more than 2, because 2 annoyed me sometimes.
Well, why do you think he's switching it up? Because 2 annoyed everyone so bad. If he just made everyone if he just made it the same thing, then it wouldn't be as good, you know?
So, go with me on this. Let's pretend you are a pro game developer, and let me throw you a pitch, and tell me if this is a good idea or a bad idea. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up a plot where you are now rank 51, and you need to get back to rank number 1.
Right, that's how it always is.
Let's have a boss fight that gets rid of 26 of those numbers. And then let's also have the final boss have 3 phases, which, you know, 3-phase boss fights, pretty cool, it's pretty epic. But he has an unavoidable attack in each of those phases, and if you die, you go back to the beginning of the 3 phases.
Well, get good, son.
Oh god, this is before Dark Souls, I'm just realizing.
No More Heroes is the Dark Souls of Suda51.
Shut up! Shut up! That's another meme that I hope stays. Is that boy looking at a butterfly and he asks a simple question. Is this Dark Souls? That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen, is seeing that picture of the butterfly being a slightly harder game challenge and then them asking, is this Dark Souls? That's perfect!
Yeah, those people don't understand what makes Dark Souls Dark Souls.
Exactly, and that's why I hate the comparison. It's so bad. Man, I hope I understand what Dark Souls is here soon. Maybe I should play it for myself.
I think we're playing it right now. At the current time this game is open, unless if we're, like, really good at it and we've already beaten it.
That would be hilarious if we did by now. Like, what if I'm secretly a god at Dark Souls and I never knew it?
Well, only one way to find out, I guess.
The potential was there all along, I just never realized it.
It is easy once you figure it out.
Nah, if my skills of Bloodborne have taught me anything, I'm really bad at Souls-esque games.
Bloodborne is really, really, really hard, okay?
It is! It's fucking me up, dude.
Dark Souls is only really, really hard.
One less really.
Dark Souls 2 is really hard, and Dark Souls 3 is really, really, really hard.
I don't like that inflection.
Well, actually, sorry, Dark Souls 3 is really, really, really mean. It's like, oh hey, there's a long hallway, there's an enemy all the way down at the end of that long hallway, where if he looks at you and notices you, he can use his move that drains your maximum HP to like 5 for a few seconds. And you don't get that health back either.
Oh, come on!
You gotta wait to drink that Estus flask, buddy.
Oh, Lord, that sounds awful.
I see.
That sounds great.
I mean, yeah, if you like the challenge.
So then you gotta run over and you gotta stagger with your big fuck-off sword before you can get a chance to do that. Just hope you don't get branded by his gigantic thing, because that hurts like shit too. And then he looks at you, and then you... Don't fuck up in Dark Souls.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm glad there's nothing like that here in Ultra Despair Girls. It's very cut and dry.
Yes, very dry indeed.
I mean, can you imagine just having a Monokuma at the end of a hallway and all of a sudden you're dead?
I haven't seen that shit since Adventures of Lolo.
Aye, Adventures of Lolo.
Where there's an enemy where if you're in the same X or Y axis as him, you're just dead.
Really?
You gotta put something in front of him in order to stop him from doing that.
I'm learning so much about hard games.
That's an NES hard game for you. Say, from the creators of Kirby. HAL Laboratories.
Oh no!
Why do you think Lolo is one of the bosses in Kirby?
Ah!
Because it's a callback to Adventures of Lolo! I just blow your fucking mind!
Oh my god, I just learned something today! Oh man, when are we going back to Kirby? I want to go back to Kirby.
When there's more Kirby to go back to.
Okay, cool. Hurry up and get a Switch, dude.
Hurry up and fix your DS capture card.
It works, kinda.
See, I need more than kinda.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll do some tests. We'll get it ready for you so you can finally get to Robobot.
You can play Mass Attack.
Door is locked.
What, you giving me the crappy one? Or the one that you consider crap?
That's Squeak Squad.
Oh.
And it's not that it's crap, it's just, you know, kinda eh.
Eh.
Just kinda eh.
Not surprising that there is such thing as an Kirby game.
Like if you were to just take Kirby, but then it's yet another Kirby game.
Oh, it's fallen into that territory, has it?
It's the stalest Kirby. Because, you know, a lot of Kirby games, they feel like that they gotta do something more with them. You know, they push the envelope somehow in terms of gameplay or art design, and Squeak Squad is just the third game that uses the same assets from Nightmare in Dreamland and The Amazing Mirror.
Well, weren't a lot of... Now, correct me if I'm wrong, is that a Game Boy Advance game?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
Squeak Squad's a DS game.
Squeak Squad's DS, okay. See, weren't a lot of games in the Game Boy Advance era doing that? Is just reusing sprites and old assets?
Yeah, not all the time.
Not all the time. Yeah, you're right. But there were a lot of games that were just reusing all of what they had because it was easier.
Well, there's a lot of reusing, like those NES games and, you know, the Super Mario Advance games, and the fact that they tried to sell us those shitty 4Kids anime episodes on Game Boy Advance.
God, I remember that.
I bought one.
So did I.
Do it! No!
Oh, nope. Did I get it?
Yeah, you got it!
Oh, good thing those hitboxes are the size of mountains. Otherwise, I would have failed that. There we go. That's another mission down.
This Monokuma went Monobooma.
I like that one. I give you full marks for that joke.
Thank you. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yes. It's another mission accomplished. I wonder if there will ever be a point, because there are diabolical puzzles. I've mentioned this before. There are really mean puzzles in here where you have to be absolutely perfect, otherwise you're retrying or reloading a save. I will say Chapter 2 is where we fail our first one.
Oh dear.
And I want to see if you can figure out where it's going to be. But first, we have a brand new character we need to introduce. The punching bag character.
I like punching bag cute characters. Because cute characters obviously try to manipulate other characters somehow, and I like when no one ever falls for that shit.
We gotta go save them.
It's like, I'm Kawaii Desu, and then just right in the face.
So you're a big fan of Dahlia Hawthorne, aren't you?
Oh, sure, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with her. She is an absolute angel.
She is a dream girl. As in, I dream of killing her in my nightmares.
Okay, good. For those of you who got that reference, you're in my good book. And boom. There we go.
It's a game character, by the way. We're not thinking of actually...
Yeah, sorry.
well,
It is a game character. If you understood that reference, then yes, you are in the good book.
Excuse me. Are you alright?
Kill him!
Yeah, exactly. Break out the scissors. Cut this thing up.
It's
But wait. It looks different. It was in the intro for the game. What could this mean?
Oh, it's white. Therefore, it's good.
mean.
Oh, it's all white.
Kuma's beating another Monokuma? That's surprising. I never figured
It's
robots
cannibalism,
would have
Komaru. Haven't you seen Lord of the Flies?
No, they have Discord on their internal storage. What do you think they're going to use? Skype?
You know, I have a strange feeling that half of the things that Discord starts up with, you know those little blurbs there at the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
I can see a Monokuma saying those things. Like, constructing additional pylons.
I saw one of them when I was logging on a couple days ago, and I kind of laughed. It said, "Do you really pay attention to these?"
Well, they actually get a lot of those from the community.
Yeah, because they don't like the ones that Discord puts up. So like, fine, you do it then.
It's like the equivalent of Super Mario Maker. If you don't like the games we make, you make them now.
Why does this thing sound like Emil from Nier Automata?
I might actually have to look up.
Or
Hey,
maybe Pascal.
Postex, who is this? And what game are they from that's most recent?
That's right. I can think and reason. I won't run amok like those other bears. I'm your ally. Look, I'm all white. See?
See? Told you. Shirakuma's all white.
I'm a white bear, so I'd like to.
Alright, so time for more Japanese 101 with UDJ. You see,
What is Shiro?
Shiro, well, first, Kuma means bear, right? Kuma
Yeah,
means
no-
bear,
no
right?
shit.
Yeah,
Okay, we
yeah.
at least got that much.
Shiro or Shiroi, it means, Shiro means white, you see? So, Shiro, Kuma.
Oh, it means black
means-
bear!
Yeah, you got it! That's
Yeah!
right!
I know Japanese now! I can go to Nihon anytime I want!
Eye for judging character.
I actually didn't know that, so thank you for bringing this to light.
Your face.
So whenever you see a fucking anime character who's all white named Shiro, now you can just roll your eyes because you know the trope. It's like, oh, how original. I bet you're gonna find another black character that's, all black and, his name's Kuro. It's right, yeah.
Oh, that's great. That is absolutely great. So, let me guess. The other character that we haven't met yet, their name starts with Kuro. Is that black?
Is there a black bear?
Yep. Thank you, Professor UDJ!
You see, it's funny. That's why every single fucking anime fucking does it all the fucking time, because it's fucking funny, right? Laugh! It's fucking funny!
I think we got a Ultra Kuro Jester right here.
What does this have to do
Black-hearted.
with the situation
Ultra
anyway?
tropes could put me in ultra despair.
Ultra Professor Jester, thank you for the Japanese lesson.
Ultra Dean Jester, more like.
Oh, by the way, I gotta give a shout out, speaking of your name, I gotta give people a shout out who called out the joke that we were going to make
Dangerous
eventually
is a
when I announced this series. They said, Ultra Despair Jester. Yes! Everybody's got the same mindset.
our fault. We don't know where to go.
Oh, sweet, it's UDG with UDJ. Yeah, exactly.
And literally the female representation of UDJ is the fucking co-star.
Exactly. See, it all fits. This is why I brought you along for this. People
I
are
see.
always questioning, why not Resident Evil 4? And this is why. You were a much better fit, and also I needed somebody to help me through these obnoxious segments of just, a dog chasing its tail version of dialogue.
There's a lot of talking.
People. I understand.
Yes,
Like,
there
we're,
is.
yeah.
It's also full of amazing.
Like, every now and again, I'll mention a game mechanic, but most of the time, it's just padding.
Sorry, but
This game is about 30% padding, 70% awesome stuff.
And
ideas.
again, in Danganronpa, it's like they have to just stretch their lines out to really obnoxious lengths.
there's a secret base here.
For example, I'll read this next line here, the way I think it should be read. Secret base?
Did you hear that, Toko? A secret
There's a secret base, Toko.
adults gathered there.
Did you hear that? There's adults at the secret base there, right?
Hey, what do you think? I mean, what should we do?
You could have cut out that first line.
Even though it was hard enough to find an exit.
So I played through the story mode of Persona 4 Dancing All Night, and I played a game. Whenever there was a voice bit that had 2 lines in one box, I would only play the first sentence.
Looking around the edge.
Nothing was lost.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with a lot of these games that think they have to over-explain everything.
I like more internal dialogue than external dialogue, you know? That's why I like Steins Gate so much. Because you can really you can feel what Okabe is feeling. It's just his thoughts, so it doesn't feel like it's padding. It's just him telling you what he's feeling. And...
Well, internal thoughts work a lot better, because sometimes internal thoughts can be complicated.
It puts the audience in a mindset, too, as to how the next bit of dialogue is going to go, or how the story is going to go.
But when you're talking out loud and you realize that your conversation is going nowhere... I mean, Danganronpa already made fun of this. Multiple times.
Making fun of the trope and then doing that same trope isn't funny, you know!
Alright, I'll lead.
I will say, the one time they did it, it was perfect. But every other time that... If you keep doing it, therein lies the problem. If you do it a few times and then make fun of yourself for it, there you go, that's a punchline. Fuck.
If you cover yourself in shit, as an ironic statement, you might get a laugh, but you're still covered in shit.
That's right. Hey, speaking of shit, next time on Ultra Despair Girls, we're moving on.
Moving on to what? V3 finally?
Nope!